would come. Hello everyone, and welcome to Saturday. Tonight, while I was setting up for Steven and friends, getting everything moved around, clicking the buttons, getting everything ready, I noticed that my mouse was behaving strangely. I was like, huh, that's weird, but I just have to make it through this recording. So we did Steven and Friends, and then when it was done, I went back to trying to use my mouse, and I was like, huh, it's something with the left mouse button is just a little weird. Maybe I'll just restart my computer. Maybe it's software based. But it's not. It's clicking when it shouldn't. It's not clicking when it should. And I think, finally, after all these years, my mouse is broken. When I say after all these years, I mean all these years. I've had this mouse since, I'm pretty sure, 2011. And the reason I know that is that this is a Logitech G500 mouse, and back in 2011, I made a vlog called the G500 Mouse Review. That was this mouse. I've had this mouse for over 8 years, which actually is incredibly impressive. Very, very impressive. I have put so much into this mouse. I was using this mouse, I guess technically when I was still in college. That is how long I've had this mouse. And I've loved it. I've really loved it. But I think it's time to move on. I think it's finally done. There's not really any good way for me to repair such a device because the outer shell is all like one piece. It's not like I could pry off the left click and try and clean under it or something. I guess if anything, I should just be really happy that I got 8 years out of this thing. It also means that since I've liked this so much, the first thing I did was go to the internet and be like, can I get another one? And the answer is no. They haven't made these in a few years, but they do sell a newer version. And in my humble opinion, it looks stupid. There's a shift towards everything being gamer, and I don't really get it. I don't know if I'm just too old or if I just don't care enough, but the gamer aesthetic doesn't appeal to me like in the slightest. But I am looking for a good quality mouse that is a reasonable price, that is wired, simply because I don't want to ever have to deal with any wireless issues, and most importantly has a lot of buttons on it. And the Logitech 502, which is kind of like the successor to this, is seemingly what I want. It would be the closest thing that I had to this. It will look, in my humble opinion, more stupid, but it should functionally be basically the same mouse. And for probably about what I paid for this mouse just, 8 years later. So I was going to order one from Amazon, but it's going to take a while to get here. And fortunately, the Logitech 502, from what I've read online, or I should say G502, because it's a G502, is in stock in several stores around here, which is wonderful. So tomorrow, I'm going to go get a new mouse. Waiting until whenever it was, Tuesday or something, is too long. It is going to make work a living hell, and I would rather just go get a mouse instead of enduring 3 days of hell. So that's the plan. It's just sad. Again, I should probably just be grateful that I had this much time with it, because I've used it for a long time. But at the same time, that's just my mouse. When I looked at it, that's my mouse, and I feel at home and comfortable using it. I don't know how I'll adjust to the new sharp angles of this mouse, but I'll give it a shot starting tomorrow. That's it for today. Thanks for watching this eulogy, and as always, let's be back tomorrow, shall we?